As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Stop.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Bengals had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Brown not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Burrow will throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A give to Pacheco off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Brown.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Gun.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Mahomes.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Gun. Side.
Right back to Brown. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by all. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's get set. God.
Burrow on play action. Looking downfield, he's got all the tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They will toss to Brown. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Man open left side is Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it.
Come on, ready?
The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Open man. There's Darnell Washington.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught on the slant. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Pacheco is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
11, MT, take. 11, behind.
This time they stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle.
Here we go.
He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. Down.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now a third down and 8.
12, 12, 12.
No gain on the play. It's now third
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That one caught by all, the tight end.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
11, 90. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Now here's Mahomes. forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14.
35. Bengals 21. Harrison Butker at the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move.
Oh, wide open, complete.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Ja'Marr Chase.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Mahomes going to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter
12,
breaks.
12, 12. Let's get set. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. Dad.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11. Dad.
Now it's Burrow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
11 MT. 11 MT. Dad.
Now Burrow.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the move to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.